Okay, so I've got Carter's beta unit 5, and he had to mod it for his grill. I went ahead and added a receptacle to it so I could plug it back in mine. And I haven't done anything to it other than put this on there. So my goal is to try to reproduce. He was having knob issues, or issues with the knob. And I know he was having the Wi-Fi issues, but that might have been because, part of it might have been because of the DHCP. But we're going to look at that, okay? So let me get this thing installed, and I'll be right back. I've got everything wired in. I'm going to go ahead and power it up. And see how this thing does. Now the chamber probe seems to be working okay. Let's go ahead and try the knob. He was saying that when he pushes the knob, it wasn't pulling up the menu. Uh-oh. Let's try it. Sorry. Well, you know, oops, well there it goes. I just pushed it and didn't. I'll have to make sure to edit out his password he left in there. And yeah, so everyone in the world doesn't know his password. But yeah, we need to fix the DHCP. So what I was thinking, well, I don't know, it's I was hoping that since the Wi-Fi was having, see, I think Carter lives in a very congested area, and I have a feeling that, I mean, the CPU on this is a dual core CPU. I forget the megahertz it is, but if it's real busy with trying to manage Wi-Fi, it's gonna slow things down. And of course, if things start slowing down, it's gonna start missing these button pushes. And as you can see, you know, my nearest neighbor is way over there, and actually there's no one in there. It's empty. And then I got someone lives across the street way over there, and no one is way over. They're way over there. Right, so I'm actually pretty far, and so the Wi-Fi is in the house. Actually, we haven't actually set the Wi-Fi here. Let's try setting the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help. We'll do a scan on it. So config. Yeah, because see right now I can't find anything, so it's not doing anything. So we'll do a scan. Yeah. There's a lab. We want the house. Yeah, so the house is about, well, the Wi-Fi is probably in the middle of it, the access point. So it's got to be at least 40, 50 foot away. All right, so this thing's all booted up now. Well, this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I was able to set the Wi-Fi SSID and password and booted right up and got an IP address. So yeah, it wasn't being affected by Carter's wasn't being affected by the DHCP bug. So now I'm really scratching my head. I know for a fact he was having problems. I don't think, well, I mean, it is a little bit sluggish. I don't know. It's so hard to tell with my grill, right? Because I'm kind of, you know, it looks like I'm pushing real hard, but oh, there you go. What happened? Look at that. I think something slipped. Yeah, see now Oh, now it's working. Yeah, I think I was... Yeah, see? Okay, hold on for a sec. Okay. I found the problem. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see off in there, but these beta controllers are, they're just really just tied. Well, the front faceplate is, I'm sorry, the button panel right here is potted in, so it should stay, and the LCD should stay, and there should be fairly watertight. But the button is actually mounted to the main. Let me see if we can get a focus on it. So it's mounted on the main PCB right there, and can you see how it's moving? It's because it's just pushed into that header, the button header right there, and then I have it tie strapped. Well, I have the high voltage board tie strapped to it, but then there's a little block up here. I can show you a better picture later when I take it out. That is just using an electronic silicone to hold everything in place. And yeah, see that? See that? That's what happened. And of course, once that slipped back like that, then this button right here was bottomed out. I thought the button slipped at first, but it's not the button slipped. The whole unit, the whole main board slipped backwards, and that's why it wasn't working. But that's okay. I'm glad he sent it in, and I'll go ahead and get that fixed up for him. I would solder, if I soldered this thing together, I wouldn't be able to send them any more ESP32 modules. So yeah, we'll just have to work with this until I either figure out and implement an online upgrade for these things, which would probably be a wise thing to do, or get the code locked down to a point where it doesn't need upgrading anymore. Kind of like your stove. You don't really upgrade your stove or really any of the other controllers, right? They don't have really any online upgrade facilities, but we're not like any other controller, are we? So anyway, now I know what the problem is. Good. So that'll I'm gonna say, I don't want to say easy to fix, because it's not going to be easy to fix. But we'll have to see what I can do to make it better.